What's up, YouTube? Thank you for checking out this new episode of Restorations with Vic. What we have on my table today is a pair of 2010 white Varsity Red 6s. I've been doing a lot of eBay hunting lately, and this is one of the shoes that I came up on for not a bad price, but the shoe is cooked. It's dirty, it's stained, it's scratched, it's scuffed, it's yellowed, it stinks. I don't know if I mentioned it's dirty. It just beat all around. The shoe is boof. So, as always, we're gonna work some magic on this shoe. The first thing I see that needs done on the shoe is a massive cleaning inside and out. We are gonna put these shoes in the washing machine. Once that's done, we're gonna repaint the shoe on the uppers and the midsoles. For this shoe, it's a classic, but I've always thought the shoe was always missing something. So at the end of the video, I'm gonna add a little bit of my own twist to the shoe. So that means it's gonna be a restoration / custom. You guys will see at the end of the video what I have in mind. Let's get started. First step, as always, is taking out this shoelace and popping in our adjustable Rejuvenator shoe tree to size. So I don't know if you guys noticed, but my office is starting to look a little empty. Like over there. We're starting to move to the new place. We're gonna have a whole new studio, a whole new store, a whole new warehouse, a whole new offices. Everything's gonna be new. So we won't be here for much longer. So I'm starting to pack up. All my customs are going in boxes. Pretty much all this stuff has to go by the end of the month. It's really exciting, but it's a lot of work. For this shoe, we're gonna be using Rejuvenator's 3-brush sneaker laundry system. We need all 3 brushes in solution and of course our sneaker laundry bag to get this cleaning right. First step, let's grab our bowl. It has water in it already, so we don't need to get up and get some. We're gonna squirt a couple of squirts of a Rejuvenator solution. This stuff is highly concentrated, so you don't need more than 1 or 2 squirts. And start using our soft bristle brush to start getting all the suds going on the uppers to loosen up the dirt. All right, so what we're doing right now is hitting the entire shoe. I'm not focusing on any area. What I'm doing is trying to get the whole shoe soaked up to loosen up the dirt all around. Once it's all soaked up, I'm gonna start focusing on the tongue area and the sock liner. All right, so we're making some progress on the white tongues. Most of the stains are out, but the white still looks a little dingy. We're gonna continue hitting it some more. After about 10 more minutes of scrubbing, we're gonna let the washing machine do the rest of the work. For now, we're gonna keep on scrubbing. Hopefully we get better results. All right, we're gonna go ahead and take out the shoe tree, take out this dirty insole. Oh my God, look how dirty this insole is. It's disgusting. I should be wearing gloves. Actually, it has 2 insoles. So this one doesn't come out and it has a shitload of sand. I didn't even notice this. So if you guys check that out, it has that's the real insole, not this thing. I don't know why this insole's inside, but if you look at the very bottom near the Jumpman, there's a big old chunk of sand. I don't know if you guys can see that. But yeah, it's there. There's a lot of sand. So before I continue cleaning the shoe, I'm gonna grab the vacuum this stuff out, and continue the cleaning. Be right back. Fucking hair is that? I did a lot of scrubbing on the insides. The shoe is super disgusting, believe me. So now we're gonna move on to using our medium all-purpose brush. Now let's put this brush to the side. Use a stiff bristle brush to clean up these soles. We want these soles as clean as possible because I am gonna dye them at the end of the video. Those soles look good. The insides look good. Let's go ahead and pop the shoe inside our amazing sneaker laundry bag. Oops, almost forgot something. I don't want to undo my knot, so we're gonna squeeze it in this little hole. To the washing machine. All right, guys. Hopefully this little baby right here does the magic. We're gonna put this thing inside the washing machine. grab our sneaker lining detergent, squeeze it, put a nice full ounce inside with the shoe. And as always, guys, whenever using any kind of washing machine, it could be like this, it could be like the one where you put the shoe in that way, you know what I'm talking about? Anyway, use cold water and regular cycle, nothing special. Small cold water, good to go. Yeah! Doom doom. Doom doom. Doom doom. Cause this is Thriller Night. Alright, so you guys are probably wondering why I'm wearing this Thriller outfit. It's Halloween, costume party here at the office. Everybody's dressed up. Quinn's dressed as a sailor. We got Lee dressed up as Bob Ross. Everybody out there is dressed up ridiculously. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I should have worn this for last week's Thriller custom video. You know, that custom that you guys didn't like. Yeah, that one. Anyway, back to the shoe. So the shoe cleaned up fairly nicely overall. You know, the shoe is beat, so obviously the cleaning was not gonna get rid of the yellowing on the soles or the toe cap, but it did do a great job of removing all the dirt and grime that this shoe's had for I don't know how long. The tongue is definitely the best part of this cleaning. All the black and brown marks that were on the tongue came off completely. Obviously, it's not that glowing brand new white, but all the stains are out, which is what we were hoping for. Another thing I do want to mention is the creasing. Most of it is gone. The shape of the shoe looks a lot better. So moving on with this restoration, the next step we're gonna do is remove the yellowing off the toe caps using Salon Care 40 and some Saran wrap. So I started packing up my office. Most of my office is cleared out. One of the things I did put away already was my indoor setup. That's pretty much packed up. So we're gonna show you guys a second method on how to remove yellowing off yellowed rubber. Super easy, you don't have to have an indoor setup. You could just apply the Salon Care 40, put the Saran wrap and take it outside, let it sit in the sun for about 30 minutes, and it'll be back to white. So we're outside. We're gonna go ahead and put this on top of our office manager's car. So all you need is direct sunlight, super easy. The sun does all the work. We'll come back in 30 minutes, grab the shoe, flip it to the other side, and move on to the next step. Toe cap looks good, got the yellowing out, no problem. Took about 30 minutes on each side. Some scuff marks are still in the shoe. It didn't come off during the cleaning process. That's okay. Sometimes scuff marks on old rubber is really tough to get out. Later in the video, I'll use some acetone and cotton balls to try to wipe that stuff off. Now we're gonna bounce onto the midsoles. The first thing I gotta do is tape off the uppers so we can strip it using acetone and cotton balls. By the way, our Halloween party is over, and guess who won? This guy. I still have my eyeliner on my eyes. I haven't washed it out, so don't judge. We got the uppers taken care of. I didn't need to use no sandpaper. The areas weren't too rough. Acetone and cotton balls did the job. I also went in, removed the old glue from the inside, the separation. So what we're gonna do next is tape off the toe box, go in, apply some Barge Infinity Cement glue with the paintbrush, go in there and clamp it together. The reason why I use tape is to avoid getting any excess glue on the uppers. So now what we want to do right after you apply the glue is quickly remove the tape. That way, when the glue fully dries, when we remove the tape, it's gonna rip off all the glue. Of course, we don't want that, so we want to do that right away. So now we're gonna let it cure for 7 minutes. Once the 7 minutes are up, we're gonna clamp it together and then move on to the next step. So, using some white paint mixed with a little cream, since the shoe does have a little age, we mixed it in this 1 ounce jar. We're gonna use an angular brush to apply it all over the shoe. We're gonna start off on the toe box. We have the white fluid laid down all around the shoe. Took a little while, but it looks good. One thing I did do was go over the leather cuts all around the shoe. The leather cuts are these areas where it cuts off. If you guys don't know what the leather cut is. Usually when I repaint a shoe that's white, I leave those areas as is. It looks more professional, it looks cleaner, but in this situation, the shoe was just a little bit too beat up. As I was painting the shoe and leaving the leather cuts as is, the shoe still looked pretty beat up. I didn't like it, so I went in and pretty much painted everything white. Problem with that is, sometimes the paint gets caked on the stitching all around the shoe. That's a dead giveaway that the shoe's been repainted. For a clean restoration, you wanna make the shoe look like it's never been touched. So, a nice little trick to kind of get rid of the cakiness using a thumbtack. You go in and kind of re-poke the holes on each little stitching. It's hard to tell on camera, but we'll do it up close. Like for example, right here, if you can see, the paint is pretty caked on the stitching. So what I do with the thumbtack, you go in and kind of just re-poke the hole and get rid of the cakiness. Uppers are fully complete, the holes are done. It's a minor detail that you can't really tell on camera, but it's there in person. It just looks a lot better. The paint doesn't look caked on, it doesn't look as unprofessional. So moving on with this restoration, we're gonna move on to the midsoles. So I did mention in the beginning of the video, this is gonna have a bit of a custom on this restoration. So for the midsoles, instead of going with the white and red, we're gonna switch it to red and black. So for this area right here, it's gonna be red. Same thing with this piece, and this piece. Everything else is gonna be black. So as soon as I'm done taping off the sole, we're gonna lay down the red. Midsoles are fully complete, guys. Check it out. Look how clean it is. Looks like something that Jordan Brand can actually release in the future. Now the next thing I gotta do is work on the soles. I'm not gonna deoxidize them for two reasons. One, it will take me at least 3 weeks, 4 weeks, and I just don't have time for that. And two, they will never go back to IC. The next best thing you can do, either you can leave them as is if you don't mind the yellowing, or you can dye them. For this shoe, I'm gonna dye them. I'm gonna be using Dark Knight Black Sole Dye, and we're gonna apply it with the angular paintbrush. Boom. Now that looks a lot better. I thought the other previous look with the yellow soles looked good. Nah, this looks good right here. Came out awesome. One thing to keep in mind, if you're doing this at home using Dark Knight Sole Dye, that stuff reeks. Everybody here at the office is pissed. I stunk up the whole, all the offices. So keep in mind, if you're doing this, make sure you're doing it in a well-ventilated area. So now, to wrap up this full restoration / custom, we gotta go outside and spray the full shoe with some Krylon matte finish. Stinks. The first step I did to bring the shoe back to life was use Rejuvenator products to give the shoe a good massive deep clean inside and out. I used a soft bristle brush to clean up the uppers, focus my attention a lot on the insides and the tongue. The tongue was super dirty, really dingy as you can see, black and brown. Some of the stains were really deep in there. The insides were just disgusting. Like I said, there was 2 insoles, and in between those 2 insoles there was a bunch of sand. I don't know what this guy was doing that was wearing these originally. After the pre-treatment was done, I put the shoe inside our sneaker laundry bag, went to the washing machine with our detergent, gave it a full wash, flushed out all that dirt and sand that was inside the shoe. The shoe tree also helped give the shoe a better shape. The toe box looks good. As you can see over here, the shoe is pretty creased up all around. It's just pretty crushed. Once the cleaning treatment was done, I moved on to prepping the shoe. There was a lot of prep involved. I removed all the paint off the midsoles, went over the entire upper with acetone and cotton balls. I also prepped the toe cap so I could reglue it. It was a nice flush reglue. Once the reglue cleaning was done, repainting the uppers. The uppers took forever. It took me a good solid 3 hours going back and forth trying to get as solid as possible. Wrapped it up with repainting the midsole and dyeing the soles. A lot of work went into this shoe, guys. The shoe came out dope. It is a custom and it is a restoration. You can do whatever you want on a restoration. It doesn't have to be exact like how it was before. You can find all our products you see right here at reshoeminator.com. Use my promo code in the description below. Also, do me a big favor, guys, like and subscribe our page. It really helps our channel grow and it helps me give you guys better content. Hope you guys enjoy this video. This is Vic. I'll see you guys next Monday.